So we're going to talk about the normal stretching of a cross lay. A lot of guys have a tendency to grab the whole stack or to grab the nozzle in a stack, or just to grab the nozzle and run with it. The triple layer load is a directional pull, which means that wherever you go, whatever you do, you're going to take this nozzle, this first loop, take it where you want to go. The line's going to play out. You're going to have 3 clean loops. Anytime you have a change of direction, you turn, make a hard right turn, a hard left turn, you double back to where you go. That's where your layers start to get tripped up, start to get intertwined. You don't have a clean stretch anymore. Clean stretch by taking the nozzle and the first loop is going to get it to where all 3 layers come out perfectly. You're going to be able to identify your first coupling, get to the door, and have a nice clean stretch that's flaked out.
Before you do that, Max, let's talk about, we have 150 and 200 footers on our truck, and as a command staff, we expect the officer in the truck to make the decision on which one they're going to need to reach their objective. So we talked about last time about if I'm in the officer's seat of engine 11, 21, whatever it may be, and we're going up to a house, I'm going to pull the 200. I'd rather have that extra 50 foot, and it's going to take me a couple extra seconds to fold it up at the end of the day. It doesn't buy me much on having to fold it up again, but it buys me a lot when I'm trying to get to that second floor of the structure. So we have 150, we have 200 footers. If we're fighting a dumpster fire or car fire, 150 may be the route to go, unless I have an 18-wheeler and I've got to go make access all the way around the 18-wheeler and hitting it from various spots. Then at that point I may pull the 200. So don't wait for command to tell you pull the 150, pull the 200. And his assignment is going to be, I need you to deploy your hand line and go in fast attack or do primary search. So go ahead, Max, we're going to do a standard deployment of, now this is going to be just 100 foot. That's much we can manage inside of this trade. So it's still a triple layer load like any other.
So grab the nozzle, grab the first loop, shoulder it, and walk it out. Once I fill it full tight, I separate my first loop with my nozzle. I'm going to take a look behind me and see where my point of entry is going to be. In this case, my orange cone signifies where my point of entry is going to be. I'm going to hold the nozzle in that hand. I'm going to throw this loop clear. And it helps to start the flaking out process. So after I've separated my layers, I can come back, get that first coupling, bring it to the door with me. And as I'm bringing it to the door, it starts cleaning up some of my layers. I might have a couple I got to clean up a little bit more just to make my line nice and flaked. And all that's to be done while the pump operators get their water supply in place, while the officers doing their 360, while the door's being forced, but we got it nice and flaked out, big loops, good serpentine. I got my coupling at the front door. See what that does for me? That first 50 feet is going straight in that door. I don't have to worry about getting caught on the lead beach. It's going straight in the door.
Now, Max, can you explain why you did that first loop?
So throwing that first loop, the opposite direction where you go helps start the flaking out process.
Now, if you were going to make it, it's the opposite way.
I have my layers like this. I put my nozzle on the opposite hand. Throw my loop clear. I can put my nozzle where it needs to go. Now get my first coupling. Bring it to the door. Again, I have to clean up some of these loops, but it helps the flaking out process to throw that loop clear of the rest of the bundle.
This is a one-person operation. Now, typically we fumble around and a lot of people get involved, and we start making things worse sometimes. You can tell that Max did it with a one-person operation. Now, if we want to bring an additional helper, let's say I grab my tools off the truck and come here and help. I can help it out a little bit by flaking this out just a little bit more. Whatever I have to do, if I'm seeing some pinch points here, that helper can come up here and do that. But in reality, one person is all it takes to deploy this hand line.
So before I make entry, I'm going to check my nozzle for 4 things. One, so I'm going to make sure I have it on the pattern I want to go on. Situation dictates, but I want to make sure that as soon as I open that nozzle inside the building, I got the water flowing in the direction and the type of pattern that I want it to go. Second, I'm going to check my flow rate. If we're going for a car fire, we're going 95 gallons per minute. If we're going for a structure fire, we're going 125 gallons per minute, but I want to make sure I got the flow rate set properly. Third, I'm going to bleed the line. I'm going to make sure I get that air out. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to check my pressure, check the reach of my stream. If I look up and I can't cover the full distance of that building with that stream, that means I either need more pressure or I need to tighten my pattern. Remember, I want to use that reach to cool the fire before I move in. That way I don't fry myself while putting water onto the fire. So check your nozzle, make sure you got the coupling at the front door. Check back after the line's charged to make sure you don't have any obvious kinks. Every kink's going to cut into your flow about 15–20%. We need every drop of water that we can out of this nozzle. Clearing kinks is the way to do that. So if you're the pump operator, work your way up the line, make sure there's no obvious kinks. If you're the backup guys, make sure you're checking that line to make sure there's no kink. Make sure that you got a good clean stretch, that you got a good flow on your nozzle, and that you got a line set up that's going to get you where you need to go as efficiently as possible.
Can you repeat those 4 items to check on your nozzle?
So when I check my nozzle, I'm going to check my pattern, make sure I got it set to what I want, based upon the conditions that I'm observing. I'm going to check my flow, making sure I got it set to the proper gallonage, 95 for a vehicle fire, 125 for a structure fire. I'm going to flow a little bit of water to get that air out. While I'm getting that air out, I'm going to look at my stream to make sure I got good coverage so I can reach the full length of that building to make sure I got adequate pressure on the line. If I can't reach the full length of that building, I need to call back to my pump operator and say, hey, give me some more pressure on the line. That way I can get the water deep into that structure and use that reach to cool the fire before I move in for final extinguishment.
Now, he mentioned a small amount of water, and I think that's key. Oftentimes, we see during the academy process or during drill, we'll see people open up the nozzle and flowing, I'm not going to say excessive amount of water, but more water than we need to confirm that we have an adequate flow. So if we're working off a fast attack mode and we're not tied into a hydrant, we really need to save as much water as possible. But we can still do these checks and do it efficiently where we're not wasting a lot of water that we may need once we're inside. A little bit of water is a key. Okay, here's our second deployment here. This is called the alley deployment. We're going to show you why it works and how it works. So picture the scenario being we're on 225 and we've been asked to extinguish a car fire, but we've got all the lanes of traffic stalled and we can't just come out of our train and go straight to that vehicle. We've got to work around these vehicles here that are now in our way. Or if we're in an alley, we've got only that distance of the alley to be able to deploy. So Max is going to demonstrate the purpose behind this stretch and how it's done.
So in our straight deployment, we talked about how you should always grab the nozzle in this first loop. Always, never belong in the fire service. So always be thinking about situations where that might be difficult. So in this scenario, because we have limited clearance, we're going to have to break the connections with the first loop and the nozzle. And by doing so, we can deploy our line in a diminished clearance situation, a confined space situation, by splitting the direction that we deploy it. So in this case, one firefighter is going to pull it in one direction, another firefighter is going to pull it in the other. It's going to flake out perpendicular, or parallel rather. It's going to break parallel to your direction of travel, and then you're going to bring it back together to take the nozzle break together. I brought my line back to where I need. We got a line that's perfectly flaked out for our deployment on the vehicle fire.
Again, if you got backup, utilize him. He's got his tool. He can work out these flakes where all that guy has to worry about is checking. What are we checking for the nozzle?
So again, when we check our nozzle, we're going to check our flow. We're going to check our pattern, make sure that we have an appropriate pattern for whatever task that we have been assigned. We're going to check our flow by making sure our gallonage is set to the appropriate setting. 95 for a vehicle fire, 125 for a structure fire. We're going to flow a little bit of water to get the air out, and while doing so, we're going to check the reach of our stream to make sure that we have adequate pressure. If we can't reach our objective, or if we can't cover the length of the building, then we know that we don't have adequate pressure. We got to call the pump operator, or we got to make sure that we don't have any kinks in the line.
So I'd like the cameraman, who happens to be Cutter Bishop, and we appreciate Cutter doing this, Look at the amount of space we covered. Now again, we've only got 100 foot. This is 150 or 200 foot. We're still covering this much surface area, you know, whether it be a lane of traffic or, again, an alleyway. This is the benefit to this. The important part is the handoff. One person goes one way, the person with the nozzle goes the other way.
So some other scenarios I can see this being useful are you got vehicles parked on both sides of the roadway when you're responding to a structure fire. You can't come off with your line straight off the apparatus, so you might need to use the alley deployment. If you're at a strip center, you got cars parked in front of the building, and you've parked your apparatus next to it. You may not be able to take the line straight off the side, alley deployment.
So the next one we're going to do is extending hand lines, and that is a term that we're utilizing, and we need everybody to kind of remember that term so we don't confuse it with deploying a hose line or anything like that. This is extending lines, typically used to reach residences or areas that we're trying to put out that are further than what our 200 footer or 150 footer would be able to deploy to. So you know, they call them apartment lays because these have been known to be used for the courtyards in the apartment where we just can't pull a line to it and go fight fire. We'll run out. So again, when we say command gives instruction, we need to extend lines. We're going to need a gated Y. We're going to disconnect our hole. We're going to disconnect our cross lay from the pump, and Max is going to demonstrate how that's done efficiently.
So an essential part of extending lines using the shoulder carry method is to break it before you take it. You want to break the connection between your cross lay and the apparatus. That way the line doesn't start flaking out as soon as you start to shoulder the load. So imagine, if you will, this female coupling is connected to the discharge on the apparatus. We got a pigtail that comes off the apparatus and it connects to this bottom section of our pre-connected hand line. Before I attempt to shoulder the load, I got to break the connection between my pigtail and the bottom section of my cross lay. I'm going to break it before I take it. I'm going to break that connection before I shoulder the load and take it to where I want to go.
If you don't, you're going to extend that line until you get to the end, and someone's going to have to go and disconnect it. Now you're going to have to carry all that cross lay to your point that you needed to get to. Whereas if you do it this way, you've got it all bundled up nicely, and you can carry it a lot easier, a lot further than dragging it.
And the disadvantage to deploying it that way is every obstacle that's in the front yard between you and that courtyard in an apartment complex is going to snag on your line. Lawn furniture, trees, mailboxes, park benches, kids' toys, everything and anything that's in the way. That 55 or that 50 or 66 and a half foot line that you got on the ground is going to get snagged on it. So if you can shoulder the load by breaking it before you take it, break it before you take it, you can shoulder the whole load and get it to where you need to go. So I broke the connection between my cross lay and the apparatus. At this point, I notice that my nozzle's at the other end, right? So you know, in some situations that could be a problem. One option I have is to start slowly feeding the line back towards me so I can reach in and grab that nozzle. I can take it on the side that I've broken it. The other option is if I know I'm going to be extending lines, I can say to another firefighter, hey, break it before we take it. Go break the connection between that bottom layer of the cross lay and the apparatus. They can break it while I'm on the other side getting ready to shoulder the load. So in this scenario, I'd say to the other firefighter, you're going to break it, I'm going to take it. So in this case, Chief Arroyo's disconnected the cross lay from the apparatus. I'm going to take my nozzle, my first loop, and I'll make sure that's clear and it's where I need to go. I'm going to keep that stuff clearly identified by putting it on one shoulder. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the whole load so that I can start shouldering it. Now bear in mind, these trays are about 7.5 feet long, so if I just take this first 2 feet, the majority of the load's going to be dragging on the ground where I go, and I'm going to run into the same problem. That load's going to get caught on every obstacle that I have in the way. So instead, I'm going to work it out till I got about half the load on my shoulder, and then I'm going to take it. I've broken it before I take it. So in this scenario, the cone represents the gated Y that's connected to the 3-inch. That's a critical part of extending lines. So another firefighter has to grab the 3-inch that's connected to a gated Y and get it to my closest viable point. After I've gotten it to that point, I'm going to drop down to the knee that's on the same side as my 3-inch and my gated Y. And I'm going to slowly set down my hose load. The key thing here is slowly. That way, the person that's operating the 3-inch, the person that's pulled the gated Y, has clear access to that female pump. Let you start making that connection while I start to run out the line. In this case, you can use either the split stretch, the alley deployment, or you can use a traditional method of deploying my cross leg. But again, I'm going to hang on to my loop and my nozzle if I choose to use the traditional deployment. So once I pull tight, I'm going to separate my loop from my nozzle. I'm going to look behind me and see where my point of entry is. My point of entry is on this side. I'm going to hold the nozzle on this side. I'm going to flip my loop out this way.
Opposite side of where you're going to make entry.
Exactly, opposite side of where your point of entry is going to be. So on this side, hold the nozzle on this hand, point the loop this way. In this case, say it's on this side. Hold my loop here. Take my nozzle to my point of entry. Then I'm going to come back and find my first coupling set. I'm going to bring that first coupling set to my point of entry with me. Notice what it does behind me. It starts cleaning up my layers. It starts flaking them out so that I don't have any twists or turns. I don't have a lot of pinch points or potential kinks. I got another firefighter that's chasing those kinks. While my officer's doing their 360, the door's being forced, I'm checking my nozzle as always. Checking my pattern, checking my flow to make sure it's on adequate flow, blowing a little bit of water to get the air out, as well as checking to make sure I've got adequate pressure. If I can't reach the full length of that building or reach where I think the fire is going to be, I can call back to my pump operator and ask for more pressure, or I can look back and make sure I don't have any obvious kinks in the line that need to be cleared before I make my entry.
All right, I'd like to thank Lieutenant Archer here for spending his time and trying to show just a smoother way of deploying our hand lines. If you haven't, this is a plug, if you haven't made his trainings, he's now done it at least twice. Please make an effort to do so when we're free of this virus. And then, if you hand me the camera, I'd also like to thank Cutter Bishop, who's on the opposite side of this camera, for coming out here and braving the elements. It's a nice day, but braving the elements to film us and just elaborate on our training that we have in our department. So thanks again to these two guys.
Thanks, Chief.
And we'll see you on the next video.